Subscribe to Vids Tube for latest tech related videos. Finally, the latest Samsung Galaxy smartwatches, the Galaxy Watch 5 and the Watch 5 Pro, now comes pre-installed with Samsung Health Monitor for ECG and blood pressure monitoring. I've done a workaround video to get ECG and blood pressure monitoring on previous Tizen OS Galaxy smartwatches like the Galaxy Watch 3 and the Galaxy Watch Active 2 for countries where it's not yet officially available, and that video is linked at the end of this video. And if you have those previous Tizen OS smartwatches, still keep watching this video as it will help. Now, when I opened up the box of this Galaxy Watch 5 Pro that I got along with the Galaxy Z Flip 4 and the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, videos of which will be coming out shortly, so hit that bell icon as I don't want you to miss them out. After setting up the watch, I was surprised that the Samsung Health Monitoring app was already there on my watch. Now, I'm located here in Canada, and if you're watching from any other country, just comment down below so that it can help out others that if it's available for you or not. But when I opened up the Samsung Health Monitoring app on my watch to check ECG and blood pressure, it prompted me to install Samsung Health Monitor app on my Z Flip 4, which surprisingly was not pre-installed. So I ended up installing it, after which the blood pressure monitoring app asked me to calibrate the watch by using the mobile app. Let me briefly talk about that process. Now, this Watch 5 Pro uses PPG, that is photoplethysmograph technology, to measure blood pressure, hence you need to calibrate it with an actual inflatable blood pressure monitoring device, unlike this YHE-BP Doctor smartwatch that has a built-in wrist inflatable cuff for accurate blood pressure monitoring. Video of this smartwatch is linked up in the card section and in the video description. Check it out as you will find it interesting. Now, the calibration is super simple. You will need to put the arm cuff blood pressure monitor on the opposite arm to your watch, start measuring the blood pressure, and the watch will simultaneously automatically start recording a blood pressure reading. The mobile app will then ask you to input the reading from the inflatable blood pressure monitoring device, and you will repeat the same step 2 more times, after which the calibration will be complete. This way, the Watch 5 Pro will now know how to calibrate the reading to an actual blood pressure monitor. Now, I don't personally rely heavily on the BP data from this PPG technology. I would rather prefer a pneumatic sphygmomanometer, but it's certainly good to have it on a watch for generic data. But let's compare the reading of this Watch 5 Pro to an FDA-approved blood pressure monitoring device called CheckMe Pro by Value, video of which is linked up in the card section, and you can see that the readings are not too far apart. In the previous video, I have shown that without calibration, the reading may actually differ a lot, so calibration is quite a crucial step. This is something that is not yet available on Apple Watches at the time of filming this video. Now let's talk about ECG, which is what I count on smartwatches, as this watch has a 2-lead ECG system where one of the lead is at the back, which comes in contact with the hand where the watch is placed on, and the other electrode is on the top right button where you can rest the index finger of the opposite hand to complete the circuit to get an ECG reading. There is no calibration needed for ECG monitoring, and it takes about 30 seconds to complete a reading, after which it will ask you to enter any symptoms that you are feeling, and the result will then be transferred onto the watch. Now, I have linked the previous video in the pinned comment where at the end I have compared the ECG reading of previous Galaxy watches to Fitbit and Apple smartwatches, which you must check it out. But here is the comparison of the reading from this Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, and you can see both the latest Galaxy Watch and the previous Tizen OS Galaxy Watch uses the same 500Hz scanning with 25mm per second recording, and so far from all the readings that I took against other devices like the Apple Watch Series 7, which uses a 512Hz recording, so the graph of it is more smoother, and the Fitbit Sense that uses only 250Hz, which is why it's a little bit wonky, and against this FDA approved Pulsebit EX, the ECG recording of the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is on par. Guys, subscribe as I do a lot of tech reviews on this channel, and I bet you will find a lot of interesting videos. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you had this Samsung Health Monitor pre-installed on your watch, and if not, check this video out as the workaround shown here may help you out a lot.